Yo, what's up, everybody? We're here. Championship pod, finally. Um, as you can tell, solo hosting today. My partner has some engagements, so he can't join us today. But I got two distinguished guests that will be participating in Sunday's games. I got captain of High Q, Oase, and uh, a lot of people know already. He needs no introduction.
Nah,
Um, Captain of Kingsman from all around New York City and Long Island, my brother Kibria. Thank you for joining us today, guys. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's Friday night. You know, I don't want to get too much small talk in there. So we'll get right to it. From last week's games, semifinals, I will ask your personal thoughts, you know, how you're feeling, all that good stuff later on before I let you go. But you know what? Let's start with D4 first. Let's start with the 9 o'clock game, which was High Q versus Broadway Hoops Club. And you know what, Oase, I'll let you start since you participated in this game. Let me know how you guys, you know, what you felt throughout the game and stuff, how you started, halftime, end of the game.
The game's interesting, you know. I mean, it's a game of runs, I always say it, but we started off being ourselves, turning the ball over, you know, not really taking advantage of mismatches or opportunities, but we got into a stride, we got into our shots, hit some tough shots, and closed the half pretty well. Start of the second, the other guys came out hot. They made some adjustments, and the 10, 15 minutes, we didn't really do much. You know, I think, what was it, 3 points, 5 points in 12, 14 minutes. And, you know, everyone's head was down, me included. I mean, I'm responsible for that. But under 5 minutes, we kind of locked in on defense, which is, I think, a rarity this season for us. And we got a couple of good steals and layups and one baskets, and we closed it out. That team gives us a challenge usually, just because again they're really up in your grill. You know, all their possessions, all the defense, they're like in your space. So they got steals, a couple fouls here and there, but again, they're really aggressive on that end. So they'll get their momentum going. And again, I'm not happy with the way it turned out. I'm glad we got the win, but you know, it's just been one of the things all season, right? We can't really lock in and complete a 40-minute game, and you know. I like the team we have built up, you know, but we just haven't reached that potential just yet. So maybe tomorrow or Sunday.
36 hours away.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, you guys, I think I had 35 points at halftime, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. And I was looking at the score as I'm reffing, and I looked up at it was 10 minutes left in the second half, and you guys had only scored 3 points. I think it was 38, 32 at that, 34 or something. And
Yeah.
I was like, I was taken aback by that. I didn't realize 10 minutes had passed, and you guys had only scored 3 points in those 10 minutes. And Broadway Hoops Club, I think you guys were up like 12 or
Yeah.
8.
12 or 13 or something.
And I mean, they had their opportunities to tie the game, of course. I mean, they played great defense. You could call it great defense or bad offense with you guys. Um, but I was really surprised. It was only 3 points in 10 minutes. And
Yeah. It
then,
was a long time.
yeah, you had a couple of drives to the basket. You know, your usual go straight at the defender, lean away, throw it up with the opposite hand. One dropped, a couple of didn't. I know you felt like you got hit on a couple of them. Um, but like you said, you guys closed it out. It wasn't clean. It wasn't pretty. But your team came through in the end and pulled it out. I mean, and punch your ticket to the championship.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to win ugly, right? And that's what the playoffs usually is.
Yes.
Everyone's, you know, trying a lot harder. They're trying to make a play, make a couple plays. So, you know, whether it's on offense, taking bad possessions or taking bad shots, again, I'm at fault for doing it myself. Don't get me wrong, but even defensively, you just gotta stay with your guy or talk on defense, and that's something we really got into in the last few minutes, where
Yeah.
we let them come back, and I guess we needed the pressure. We got a little comfortable.
I'm just looking at the last few games you guys played. Um, I think since the beginning of October, you guys have scored 71, 77. You had one bad game versus Crash House, which I can understand. That was a 48-point game, but after that, scored 81, um, 69, and then 71 November 9th. And then last week, you guys scored 69 again. What was a turnaround? I don't want to, you know, bring back memories from the spring season, but you guys had some trouble scoring in the spring compared to this season, where you guys are averaging pretty much high 60s, low 70s.
Yeah. I think spring season it was the first time that group of guys kind of got together, and we played more with the defensive mindset. We had a one or two go-to scorers, but it really didn't turn out the way we wanted. Uh, but we enjoyed last season too. It's not like bringing
Yeah,
back mad memories. You grind it out differently. We really, I think, try to pick it up toward the end of the last season as well, where again, offense got going, defense locked in, hit a block at the playoffs again. But it happens. This season, recalibrated the team a little bit. A couple of people dropped, other people were interested. Try to make the most of it. Take advantage of any shooters that are available. So thought that was going to make up for the offensive
yeah,
deficiencies. But then, not going to lie, this season we're not a great defense team. You look at
typically.
the other
Yeah.
box scores, they got plenty of shots. And every time I look around, sometimes, we're giving up easy baskets. So we really got to change that up if we want to win.
But you guys are built to go head to head against Bullets offensively.
Yeah.
They don't play a lot of defense either from their box scores, as we've all seen. Your last matchup was a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago almost. Um, Probably the highest scoring game we've had in this league, 96-81. Do you want a high scoring game, or or what do you prefer on Sunday happening? A high scoring shootout or more mid level defensive, earn your baskets type of game?
I'm going to go with the latter. Yeah, if it's a shootout and it's high scoring, I'll probably have an aneurysm. That was tough, the 91-point game, because we tried a couple of things on defense, tried to switch it up. We were grateful that our shots were falling and the shooters were hot also, to keep us in the game and keep it going and competitive as opposed to being a blowout.
Yeah.
But again, defense wins championships, right? And it's just tough if you can't stop the other team and you go cold. It's just deflating in that nature.
Um, I'm not going to ask you for your strategy for Sunday, but they got Goldie, who's a beast in the paint. I mean, mid range. Chris, who can drive to the basket. Um, and then you got your outside shooters like E and Ali. Um, what do you? How do you defend the inside outside threats?
I just
From
think
what
we have
you've
to
seen,
rotate. I
yeah,
think regardless of what we do, whether it's man, zone, box and one, just saying, uh, we can strategize however we want. But if we're not staying in front of our man or actually competing, then those guys are gonna have an easy night. That's ultimately the biggest challenge. Is again they got different guys that can do different things, and then other guys who make up their deficiencies or differences. He's solid shooter. Goldie was hitting some big threes against us and some other teams. Not what he's known for, but he's capable. And they have a couple of other guys that hit some big shots. So I think on our end, if we rotate and just talk to each other, understand the assignment, we can make it challenging for them. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy pickings, but the goal is obviously to win and
yeah.
make it as hard as on them as possible.
Let me ask our partner tonight.
Yes.
What do you expect from this championship game on Sunday?
Between
You played both
Haikyuu,
teams, yeah.
Haikyuu and, well, honestly, I didn't get a chance to play against Haikyuu with their full squad because Oasis wasn't there. A few guys weren't there. Um, and Bullets, I didn't get a chance to play against them because I was out. You know, but they both have great rosters for offense. When Zane gets hot, he gets hot. Like I still remember, he dropped like what 5 threes on us. Wasn't stopping. Um,
Don't forget Ani.
and he wasn't there either. So
Oh,
I'll be honest. I haven't really watched enough of Haikyuu games, to give a good insight. But the fact that they're in the finals in the championship, I know for a fact that they won't go down without a fight. I know that. Bullets. I've seen these guys. These guys are some of my guys I play with, against. So like I know how they
I know
play.
you played with Ali before.
Yeah. I play with
On
Ali.
Tuesday nights.
I guess
Yeah.
I play against E. I play against Goldie. So like these guys, they're tough. They're tough, but the saying. There's always a weakness to everything, right? So just gotta figure
Are
that
you
out.
leaning a little bit towards Bullets?
Again,
You're not gonna
No,
hurt Oasis' feelings.
yeah, it's no
this is
disrespect, bro.
this is
I'll take it.
He's
in my
probably leaning towards free smoke, so don't worry about it.
it's all good. It's all good. In my defense, I haven't seen enough of Haikyuu playing.
No, I know.
So, I do want to see. An upset. So like if Haikyuu wins, and my boy Ibrahim's on the team. I've known that kid for a
Yes.
long time. So like his defense is good. If you get him going defensively, I think like you guys will be in good hands. Like
Speaking of Ibrahim, as some guys know as Ibby, he's come a long way this season. From the beginning, when I first saw him playing, he's like a go-to guy just for scoring now. And his defense, I mean, like you said,
Mhm.
you think Broadway's up in your face. I mean, Ibrahim, he's right up in the shooter, dribbler's face right there. Sometimes
Mhm.
picks up those silly fouls 'cause he's a little too over aggressive, pushing guys off their space. But he brings that tenacity just like, um, everybody else
I
on
mean,
that team.
my advice:
Eric,
use that kid Ibrahim, like
yeah,
defensively, like utilize him as much as you can for that matchup. I think he'll come in so clutch with the defensive stops.
yeah.
Like, that's my guy. No,
Um,
no hard feelings against Bullets, but that's my guy. If they're watching.
let's move on to our next game in D4. Right after, well, not right after this one, but we had Bullets, who also made the championship game versus Off Ball. I
Wow.
know Haikyuu stuck around to watch this game.
Yeah.
They wanted to do some strategizing for both teams. Were you surprised that Off Ball, they had like a 12, 13-point lead. It looked like they were dominating the game. And it felt like deja vu all over again from a few weeks ago when they had the same kind of lead. Um, I don't want to call them silly turnovers, but um, turnovers that I thought they would learn from their regular season matchup. And Chris, they couldn't stop Chris at the end. Um, he just went off. And I don't know if you guys heard the post game interviews. He wasn't 100% feeling 100%. He sort of kept his energy for the second half and kind of took over the game. And it didn't seem like a team that's so defensive minded had an answer for him.
He had the MJ game, that flu game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in that flow state.
So always, what did you? I mean, you were there. You watched the game. Did you think Bullets were going to come back, or
I missed second half more, or maybe a little more. I ended up leaving, but the other guys stayed and they were updating us as we went.
yeah,
But caught up a little bit. Again, Off Ball is a great team. They got guys that are able to commit, play a role, help each other out, pass. They do all the right things. And it's just a matter of time that they start clicking and they go on a run. And that showed in the first half. So they're capable of, contending with the best. They're competitive in every game. And like I said, every one of those guys can contribute. But Bullets, they've been doing it for a long time. And that's the learning curve that Off Ball really needs. Not to say that they're not capable. Again, like I said, maybe next season, maybe it's one more season after that. These guys are going to be a problem. Just bullets. They got too much firepower, and when you got one guy who can go ISO heavy and take over whenever he feels like, and gets into that state, it's kind of really challenging no matter who you put in. It's like shooting into the ocean, right? Throwing a rock. He was doing his thing, and when you get hot, especially late under 10 minutes, with the clock running, the pressure is on. So again, all of that's a part of the learning curve.
Yeah, I want to say
Uh,
this on the pod.
yeah,
Like
go ahead.
off ball is one of my favorite teams. I I told the captain, I told Ash that also like so many times. Like just watching them move without the ball, I think that's a skill that many teams and players don't do much these days. And I don't know. Is what always said. Like they all play a role, and they have this unselfishness. Like, hey, it's not about the minutes. It's more about let's move the ball together. And like he said, it's only a matter of time. They're like maybe one or two players away, or one or two role players away to having a phenomenal squad. They can make that run.
Um, I think it's a similar story to Haiku. Um, Jose, Rob, these guys come, they started scoring more, but I felt they couldn't keep up the defensive um, tenacity that they're known for because they sacrifice it for the offense in a way. Um, you know, I think it's such a hard balance to get both,
Yeah.
and like you said, it'll eventually come because the first season they struggled with scoring points, but the defense they always played low scoring games, and they kind of flipped the switch this season on offense, but they're also giving up more points now. So hopefully next season they are returning. They can find that balance where if the two mix, I mean, they could start technically, winning 15, 20 point games.
Yeah.
Um, but speaking of the Bullets, I want to give them the, due just. Uh, Chris was big. Not Chris, not sick Chris, but I think his name is Chris, who came off the bench. Hit a couple of big threes in the second half. Some clutch free throws. Uh, it's a scary bench also for the Bullets. Everyone can score on that bench.
Hmm.
So I personally I think it's gonna be a 70, 80 point game on Sunday. Obviously, I'm not gonna say who I think will win, but um, I know Oasis obviously is gonna pick his team. So Gabriel, what do you think? Any predictions for this game?
Um,
Come on.
put him in the hot seat right now.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, hey, if Haikyuu can play according to their team name, I think they got it. you know, um, just have like that. Basketball is a game of adjustments of within the game. Making the right calls, the right timeouts. So if both teams can utilize those timeouts properly with strategies, then I think any team can take it. But I, of course, I'm leaning towards Bullets
Okay.
only because I've seen them play more than Haikyuu, right? But I'm always down for an upset. Like prove me wrong.
I got you.
But
Let's move on to our other division, D3 matchup. We had uh, Kingsmen versus Crashouts.
right,
Um, I'll give you the honors of
yeah, yeah,
how you got. I know you weren't there personally this week.
yeah,
You were sick, under the weather. Um, what did you see on video on the live stream, beginning,
yeah.
middle, and end?
So I have the stat sheets out, right? And I'm looking at the stats, and first of all, like that dude Nick, oh, he was not missing anything. He was just going off on all his mid range, his threes, um, and also who's this number 4? I think Spellman. He had a couple of twos. The other guy. Um, I was watching it, and I was kind of getting scared. I'm already sick. I'm already feeling horrible, and then to see my team not, playing to their potential, it kind of made me frustrated. And then and the next thing you know, I look on who's on the court. I was saying this too, so I'm like, why is Chima on the bench? you know,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I told you.
yeah. So I was calling everybody like, hey, whoever can answer my call, tell Chima to get on the court ASAP. But thankfully, he got on the court. But one thing about us Kingsmen, like the team that I have, is like no matter how much we're down by, I know for a fact that come when it comes push or shove, like we'll figure it out. Because our team's main identity should be defense. We're all about defense, and this wasn't like the game. It didn't start off the right way defensively.
Yes.
Because halftime they were up by 12. Halftime they were up by 12. So I think at one point they were up by 16. But I'm thankful for like my guys to like come through during that huddle and make the right strategy defensively and just take it away with the W. I do
Yeah.
I do feel like if Nick had stayed in the game, if he didn't really crash out, I feel like it could have been different. I don't know. I could be wrong, but you know, it is what it is.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But like you said, crash outs came out fast.
Yeah.
Um, Nick was hitting threes. He had the inside game. He was playing with poise, control, defensive blocks. You guys, I think it was Josh, right, who had 4 fouls right away, like pretty
I
quick.
believe so. Yeah. Yeah. He told me he
Yeah,
had
he
four
picked
fouls.
up. I felt like you guys didn't have the right roster on the court in the first 10,
Yeah.
15 minutes. You had 3 point guards or 3 shooting guards. Um, somebody new was always bringing the ball up the court. Nobody knew who should be the main guy to run the offense through.
Yeah.
Um, what's his name? Mike. Mike was missing easy inside shots. I'm not sure if he was scared of getting blocked by Nick, but his shots weren't falling
Mhm.
like they usually were. And his Nick's presence was, I think, adjusting a lot of shots for you guys, where you guys just were scared of getting blocked or just adjusting them.
Yeah.
Um, even second half, I know Eli came out strong, 4 or 5
Yeah.
threes. He cut the lead down to 4 or 5 really quick. Um, and then unfortunately, we had a moment where Nick from Crash Outs felt he got undercut on a 3 point shot he took by Mike. He didn't give him space to land. He wanted the foul. Had some words for the ref. 2 quick texts out of the game with like 8 minutes left, and the game was still close. It was
It was
only
still
two, three
close.
points at that point, and since Carl was also missing for the crash outs, I felt like Omar and Ray they try to carry the team, but speaking of Chima, played the whole second half, uh, hit 2 buzzer beater 3s, which were a
Crazy catch.
dagger to the crash
Crazy.
outs.
Crazy.
Um, and that was pretty much the game. I mean, if Nick was still in there, it could have come down to a 1 or 2 point game, and who
Yeah.
knows what could have happened.
Anything could
But
happen.
I think part of his frustration was giving up that 14, 15 point lead, and Eli just like NBA Jam just getting on fire.
Hey, that's
Um,
Kingsman right there.
yeah, like you said. What do you? I want to let's quickly, not too much talk about the finals, but will your full roster be there for the finals? Because you haven't had
Well,
a full roster, maybe 2 games out of the whole season.
I haven't had a full roster for any game throughout the whole season.
So
It's
how do
also
you expect it? You have what, an 8, 9 man roster?
I have a 9 man roster, 9 man.
So if everyone shows up, does everyone know that this is championship? Not
Yeah,
everybody will get the same minutes as they're
yeah,
used to in the regular season.
yeah,
Not to cry about that,
yeah.
including yourself.
Including myself. I mean, as
Um,
a captain, I have to take that role.
yes,
I have to lead by example.
and if
So
someone's having an off morning, you'll quickly yank them.
Yeah.
Maybe bringing them back. Everyone's aware of their situation of what's going on.
Yeah, I think I've like you've seen me and my team play in so many finals, right? So I think we've been to so many playoff games and finals where I now have like that mindset of what to do, call that timeout, pull someone out, think of a different strategy. If it's not working, then switch up, um, and just utilize everyone that we have on the bench, right? Like we have a nine
Yeah,
month, we're gonna have healthy legs, like that's going to be ready to like come into the game and do what needs to be done. So yeah, I think everyone's pretty much. I think the one thing that we all talked about, even though I wasn't there, I called everybody. I called Chima, I called my team, and we talked, and we said that even Manu, we talked about, we just got to make sure our defense starts off strong. We don't want to take the chance. Like, granted, we came back in the second half,
yeah,
but like we still don't want to take that chance and happen again where like we're down so bad. Now we have to like slowly crawl our way back and get the lead and all that. So I think defense is where it starts. That's the one thing that we
Okay.
emphasize.
um, let's go on to the final game. Your opponents for Sunday. Uh, you definitely watched this game always. I know you were there. Because it was a 10 o'clock game. Free Smoke versus Bayside Wolves. It was tied at halftime, close pretty much. I mean, pretty much the whole game was close. That 6 point lead doesn't even feel like a 6 point lead, to be honest. A 6 point win. Um, w- what did Bayside not do to win this game, in your opinion, was?
Uh, I mean, it's not like what they didn't do. I mean, obviously, it's all about the timing of the shots dropping, right? There's always that one extra pass that you can make to get the open shooter ball, but hindsight is 2020. You can always say, "Oh, that extra cut, that delayed cut would have been the easier basket." Their big is really good, man. He could shoot the lights
Yeah,
out
Javier.
again. But again, when that's so dependent on that, it takes away from everyone else trying to, get into their flow. And then again, under 5 minutes where every shot counts, like you said, a 6 point lead is not even a 6 point lead, especially when both sides could hit big shots. I know Bayside Wolves have a couple of good 3 point shooters as well. Um, Again, you give it another minute, it could have been gone to
Yeah.
overtime. You know,
Mm.
it's more that they ran out of time than they did anything wrong. I would say, and Free Smoke, just hit the better shot toward the end of the game.
Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, it was halftime, tie game. I was surprised myself. Um, Bayside, I don't want to say shorthanded, um, but everyone didn't show up, and they were expecting a couple of extra guys, at least one extra guy to show up, and he never showed up on Sunday. And I think that kind of hurt him. Energy wise, Yanni played all 40 minutes. Kevin played all 40 minutes. Anthony subbed in and out to keep his legs fresh. Um, there was a couple of timely turnovers where the ball was just thrown away and guys didn't cut. I'm not sure if that was because of fatigue or just Free Smoke defense. But like you said, I felt like Free Smoke, they've been on a hot streak ever since week 3. I don't think they've lost. Um, they still got that semifinals loss from last year. They want to avenge. Um, so this Sunday, 1 versus 2 is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Um, you guys, Gabriel, have the experience in championships. I know you've won a lot, lost a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
26.
what do you
Not we didn't win
would you
too
say you
much.
guys are the favorite in this game, or is it even
Uh,
Steven both sides?
I
What is
mean,
Vegas? What is Vegas saying?
I don't know. Vegas
Careful,
right
Smiley watching.
Nah, we want all the smoke. Nah, let me stop. Let me stop. Honestly, it could go either way. Again, like we won the first game against them, they won once against us. So like, it's a now it's like, Now, whoever wins this game, I think they're the best one out of the two, right? So, they don't get me wrong, like they're a tough squad. Like, I remember when we played against them the second time, they had like this fierce energy. Like, they came out for blood. Like
Yeah.
they really they really wanted to beat us, and they actually did play us really good. They broke us down defensively. They were on top of all my players. They had a couple of blocks. They had like Smiling went offered a couple of threes. Um, yeah, and like even when we tried to play zone against them, they broke our zone down. So
Yeah.
that's a team that I don't want to underestimate. So like, I'm actually glad when we're facing them because I got my receipts. If he's watching.
Oh wow. One
Stop playing
thing
around.
about I want to ask you about Free Smoke. They talk a lot, not in a bad way,
Mhm.
but they try to get into their opponent's head. Um, are you guys gonna go back and forth in a
I
competitive
mean,
manner, not a
yeah,
disrespectful manner?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you
I
guys
mean,
don't really talk that. I mean, maybe Manu is the only one that really talks on the team against the opponents. Um, but is
you
that
heard me
something you
talking
told
when
you?
you gave me the mic.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that something you've told your team not to engage with them, or just let them talk and let your game do your talking?
Well, my team doesn't really do too much talking. We just like try to play the game. But if we do talk, then I think we just talk privately. Like we don't try to scream to avoid attack. Um, but at the end of the day, if they talk, I just think it's part of the game, right? So as long as we're not crossing boundaries, that's all that
No, of
matters. But
course, of course.
yeah,
Um,
but, I do know this. Like, if we have a full squad, just understand we are going to be talking out loud, like, defensively, not trash
no, no,
talking.
yeah. I mean, strategically, I get. I'm talking about that back and forth, like that healthy trash talk.
If it happens, as long as we don't get text, I'm down.
Hey, you guys know what the boundaries are.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
there's, listen, I know you're trying to point a finger at me right now as a
I'm
ref
not. I'm
and
not.
commissioner,
I'm pointing at Hassani. He's not here.
but he has nothing to do with this. Come on, he's
I
not
know. I
throwing
know.
no
I know.
text.
I know. That's my
But
guy.
you guys know what the boundaries are. As long as it
Yeah.
doesn't get personal, um, there's no cursing, you
Right.
know,
Right.
and stuff like that. We don't mind the trash talk,
Right.
and
Okay.
you don't get into each other's faces. And there he is. Uh, uh, so he
Yeah.
has respect for you guys. But like I said,
Hmm.
the banter is entertaining. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, me as a ref, I enjoy it as well, hearing it. Um, but and when it does get too far, I tell guys just back
Bring
up
it
a
down a
little bit.
notch. Yeah.
So I was just wondering if you told your team to engage and go back and forth, or don't let it
Nah, I didn't
bother
tell my
you and
team
things like
anything.
that.
If they do it, they do it. I know Manu. He'll talk. Manu will talk. Josh could talk also.
Yes,
I could talk, but I'll probably be talking on the sideline. Yeah.
I have
Because
a
in the
mic ready
game,
for you.
hey, last time you gave him the mic, I think you regretted it. I was talking too much.
I didn't even hear what you said.
All right.
But always, what do you expect out of this game? Your game will be done. Are you gonna be sticking around for this championship?
Yeah, depends how it goes, you know. If I get run
Oh,
out the
come on.
gym again, I'm out, you know. Uh, but
Uh, you gotta stay,
no,
man. I win for you, bro.
yeah, no, for sure. I'll stick around. Again, I didn't get a chance to play against Kingsman. I was away out of town that weekend. Free Smoke, those are my guys. They know who they are. Uh, we beat them last season. They held those receipts. They came back
Damn.
and they came out guns blazing. Uh, I know Kingsman's probably a little bit more athletic, a little bit more agile. Moves freely. But Free Smoke, man, those guys are smart. They play together. They break any defense that you put in front of them, and they get into the right spots.
Yes.
And I tell everybody this, and I stand by it. But Alex, man, that's my guy. That dude could hoop. He he's the prototypical point guard that you want on your team. He's not selfish. He's
Hmm.
out here looking for his guys, and then Smiley, Moody, Dame, all those dudes just get into the right places and hitting their shots. So they put themselves in a position to win every week. and it should be fun.
Yeah.
Um, we have another distinguished guest coming on for a couple of minutes. I promise I wouldn't take too much of his time.
Hey,
Mm.
We
we
got
got the
Smiley
ops.
We got
Speaking
What's
of the
captain of
going
man
the
on,
other
himself,
fellas?
captain of the other D3 team, Free Smoke. Our first guest, I think, no, second guest we had on this pod, Smiley. Welcome, Smiley.
What's going on? So
I'm good. How are you feeling 36 hours before the championship game?
I'm good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
You look forward to the free breakfast or which one?
nah, nah, man. I'm excited. I'm glad we playing Kingsman too.
Yeah.
I think you two teams have been the cream of the crop in your divisions. Crash House were there. They picked it up the last 4 or 5 games of the season. Um, but you guys have been pretty steady throughout the season. It should be a good matchup. Um, it's my turn to put Always on the hot seat.
oh shoot,
Um,
Oh,
before I give the
like
mic
this one.
back to Smiley. Um, what do you expect out of the game? Who do you think will pull it out at the end?
uh, I think it's gonna be a back and forth game. I think the flow of the game is gonna be +5, -5 for a majority of it. Uh, I want to say at some point one of the teams is gonna get up 8-9, but by the end of it, it's probably gonna be a 3 to 5 point win. Who? It's a toss up, honestly. Like I got respect for both teams. Both teams are pretty valid. Uh,
You can say
again,
free smoke, man. I know I said bullets. You can say free smoke.
nah,
right,
I really can't because again, I haven't watched enough Kingsman. Like
right,
same, like
right.
uh, I just Free Smoke is my 1B team. Those
Yeah.
my boys.
Smiley, great season, first place pretty much the whole season. You guys lost to Kingsman first game of the season. Um, John's been a huge addition. Khaled played pretty much every game this season as well. Your brother's been shooting threes lately. Um, Angelo should be back. What do you guys expect in the championship this week?
I like the way you said, man. I really think it's a toss up. Whoever plays better that day is
hmm
going to win. It's like as cliche as that sounds, it's just that's the truth. I
Yeah.
feel like both teams 1 through 5 match up perfectly. So it's just whoever's coming to play that game and whoever has that run that really like solidifies the game, I think that's the team that's gonna win.
I do
Um,
want to say. I do want to
yeah.
say. I want to respond to Smiley's comment. Like we do have respect for free smoke. Like no animosity or nothing. Like they're one of my favorite teams. You know,
Well, you
on the
guys known each
court.
other for a while
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
So,
On the course competition, off the course, like friendly, healthy banter. So it's no.
Yeah, for sure. I
uh,
think I texted him in the beginning of the season after like game 2 or 3 saying it's gonna be us in the championship and
Yeah. We
here we
called
are
it.
now.
just so everybody knows, we will. Even though we have a small court compared to other courts, we will have 3 refs um,
Oh.
on Sunday.
Nice.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
That's the first. That's the first time I'm hearing that.
yeah, we we like to be different. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
we,
I'll
we
be honest. This is probably off topic, but like I've been telling everyone about fast break and like I think from all the leagues that I've played, I've been a part of. I don't know if you guys can agree with this or not, but I think fast break you guys have created such a friendly environment. It's just like a culture you guys created. This culture, this brotherhood. It's a fun environment to be in to like um detach yourself from outside and just like not even just play the game, but just being around the people. It
yeah.
feels nice.
I mean, it's you guys that make the culture, right? I appreciate the praise. I'm sure Mo appreciates it as well. Um,
Now, more than anything.
our sound guy appreciate that. But thank you very much. But like I said before, the players make the culture, and we said it from the beginning. Um, we want guys to come out Sunday mornings. We want guys to come out, have fun, go home healthy. Winning is nice and everything. You know, we do have cameras out there, but ain't nobody getting a G League contract out of this.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I tell you guys, don't take yourselves out of the games. About arguing calls and stuff like that. In the end, it all evens out. I promise you. Especially this Sunday. It's myself, Ron, Pedro. Um, so yeah, I think you have three pretty good refs. We're gonna try our best to let you guys play up until a certain point. Physically. Um, we'll let you guys talk as well. I told them, just don't cross that line, and you guys know what the line is.
Yeah, yeah.
I
And
don't think there should be a problem, to
of
be
course not.
honest.
But
Too
my job is
respectable
just
to
to
me.
repeat the rules in that sense, right? Like
Yeah,
last week, you were there. Unfortunately, a player had to get double technical. We don't want that to happen. That's not in our game plan. So, I thank you for the praise. I appreciate you guys listening to us. I know a lot of time guys don't want to do the halftime interviews, especially when they're losing. They want to go into the huddle and start yelling at the teammates or screwing up defensive laps or not hitting the free easy layup. So um, it's been fun. I see Dame has joined us. Hey Smiley, send Dame the link I sent you. Get him on here real quick.
yeah.
Um, always before Dame gets on here. Hopefully, any last words about your game and the D3 game?
Not about my game. Again, just ready to play, get it over. Try to itch one win out. Get that chip.
You're healthy,
Uh, it's getting there. I'd say 80%, but best I'm gonna be.
80. I'll take
Yeah.
that. Gabriel, how you feeling? You over your stomach bug or what you had?
I'm feeling healthier. I was there Wednesday night for the other game
Just hopes.
for the Just
Yeah.
Hoops, yeah. But
You can say
I
the name.
think the Just Hoops, yeah. What do you call it? But I think this whole week I think I've just been focused on the championship, So I think I'll be ready. My team is ready. I think this game we might have everyone, so
Okay.
hopefully, nothing.
I hope everyone shows up, man.
Yeah.
I think
Smiley,
I
how's
think that was your strategy all season. Have a half team and then pull up everybody in the championship. Have the edge over
I
us.
I wish that was a strategy, but trust me, I would love everyone to be there for every game, But
that's the only negative about Sunday morning. Guys like to sleep in.
yeah,
They go on trips, so it's hard. But Smiley, how's Angelo's ankle from week 10 doing?
He's good. I think he just wanted the week off just to take
Okay,
precaution, but he should definitely be here.
all right.
We
Let's see.
spoke to
Bring your
him. He
cat
should be
into the
good.
picture.
Say that again.
I said, bring your cat into the picture. We see the tail wagging around.
She's being annoying. I got the other
Nice.
one right here too.
Which one's your favorite?
I can't say that, man. They listen.
All right. I got nothing else to say. Smiley, last words.
No, man. Just let's have fun.
sir.
Bring your appetite, guys. Um, I,
Yeah,
I, I took the
I'm hoping.
bagel. I took the bagels off the list.
Oh man.
I
Oh,
replaced it with some croissants instead.
all right, that's
And
good.
that's
Hopefully, there's
why.
something after the game.
So I'll get some OJ. I got some OJ, coffee, croissants, a couple of finger foods, some chocolate chip
If
cookies.
there's fruits, I'll take some fruits, before the game.
That's too healthy for us. Man. Come on, you need to replenish those calories. Um, and if you guys want, we could go out for lunch afterwards. Also, everyone's welcome
That's right.
if you got time. So, um, Gabriel, I'll give you the last words since you like to talk the most.
Ah,
We'll sign
man.
off. And then we'll sign off.
Oh man. Nah, first of all, I just want to say thank you for bringing me on to this podcast. It's an honor. Also it's an honor to share the podcast with these brothers, and to share the same floor this Sunday. I think it's gonna be awesome and exciting. This is our first season in Fast Break, and so far it's been a great experience. And I hope it's not the last. I would love to continue coming back every season. And yeah, I'm excited for both games. I want to see both matchups. I do want to see close games. So for me, I think it's about seeing close games. I think that's where the fun is, excitement, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, with that being said, I have nothing else.
For those who might listen later on, D4 9:30, D3 10:45, at 10:45, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember if I said 10:45 or 11, but yeah, the courts will be open at 9. Hopefully, the doors will be open. Bring your family, your friends, your loved ones. We got plenty of space, and hopefully, everyone has a good time. Everybody walks out healthy, happy, and that's about it. All right, fellas.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of
Appreciate
the
you.
You got Sunday.
Good one,
Thank
guys.
you guys.
Much love.
Good night.
All right. Good night.